Welcome to this edition of Common Sense, Civics and Citizenship. Liberty and justice for all. This was a radical concept, liberty and justice for all. It had never been tried before, and there were always a few at the top of government who bestowed less freedom to the people below than they, the ruling class, had. The idea that our rights come from God, not government, and to build a nation on that foundation was novel, to say the least. For a long time, I struggled with this. If our founders knew that all men were created equal and were endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, then why was there inequality and slavery as our country began? I found an answer from Kerry Baldwin in his blog, Mere Liberty. He explains it this way. One of the reasons why America was so novel at the time of its founding was because of this crazy idea that everyone has inherent rights and that no other person has the authority to limit or infringe on the rights of other people. In America today, we tend to take this notion for granted. But in America's baby years, people had a hard time wrapping their minds around this concept. This is part of the reason why the inherent rights of slaves and women and other groups were not initially recognized by early America. While there were some people who wanted to see the Bill of Rights fully recognized for everyone, including slaves and women, the vast majority of Americans couldn't get themselves to a point of acceptance. One of the reasons why liberty for all was so difficult to grasp was because it had not been tried before. So many questions arose that it seemed to lead to the inevitable decision that liberty for everyone was simply an unattainable utopian ideology, Kerry Baldwin concludes. So, they didn't think liberty would work in the real world. There were failures along the way. But you know, our founders pursued, and today, about 9 generations later, we enjoy the fruits of their labors. Whilst we are still learning to apply the concept that we are all created equal, we're not born equal, because some will always have more than you and some will always have less than you. But we have the same God-given rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That is where we are equal. And of course, remember that pursuit of happiness includes the property that you own, that no one is above the law, and that we the people have a personal responsibility to govern. We are a bottom-up institution from the people on up, not a top-down organization from the president or a ruler on down. Being a self-governing, honorable, God-fearing people who know how to exercise self-restraint is just common sense, civics and citizenship.